Now comes to the chorion. What is chorion? It is also a fetal membrane. It is formed by multiple layers. What are these layers? These layers are the somatic layer of extraembryonic mesoderm, cytotrophoblast, and syncytiotrophoblast. In this picture, this is the chorion. It consists of three layers: greenish, dark greenish color cells are the syncytiotrophoblast, light green color cells is the cytotrophoblast, and beneath the red color area is the extraembryonic mesoderm. So all these three layers forms the chorion. This is the multi-layered structure, chorion. During the early weeks of development, villi cover the entire surface of the chorion. Here we see the villus is developing. During the early weeks, the entire surface is covered by these primary, secondary villi. But later on, villi on the embryonic pole continue to grow and form the chorion frondosum, which means bushy chorion. And the abembryonic pole villi degenerates, forms the chorion leaf. So chorion is of two types, chorion frondosum and chorion leaf. Let's see a picture. In this picture, this is the uterine wall and this is our embryo. This is the chorionic membrane. This is the chorionic membrane or chorion. Initially, in the early weeks of development, the villi surrounds the all around of the surface of the chorion. But as the pregnancy advances, embryonic pole shows only the chorionic villi. And this portion of the chorion is known as chorion frondosum. And the abembryonic pole has degenerative villi, and so this portion is known as chorionic leaf. So this portion is chorionic leaf and this portion is chorionic frondosum. This is our early chorionic membrane and this is the late chorionic membrane, which has two parts, chorionic frondosum and chorionic leaf. This chorionic frondosum will give rise to our future placenta along with maternal decidua basalis. Now comes to the decidua. Decidua, it is the functional layer of endometrium of the uterus in a pregnant woman, which is shed during parturition. So decidua, it is our functional layer of endometrium of the uterus. It has three parts: decidua basalis, decidua parietalis, and decidua capsularis. This is embryo, this is amnion, and this dark brown color, it is the coffee color, it is the chorion. And above the chorion, the part of the endometrium, it's known as decidua capsularis. Capsularis means which covers the embryo. This is our chorionic frondosum, which forms the future placenta. And the decidua, which lies adjacent to the chorionic frondosum, is known as decidua basalis. Both these decidua basalis and chorionic frondosum will give rise to placenta here in future. So this is our decidua basalis, which lies adjacent to the chorionic frondosum. This is our decidua capsularis, which covers the chorionic cavity, and this brown color endometrium, it is the decidua parietalis that covers the wall of the uterus rest of the wall of the uterus. That covers the rest of the wall of the uterus is decidua parietalis. Decidua basalis lies over the chorion frondosum. It consists of complex layer of large cells, decidual cells, with abundant amount of lipid and glycogen. This layer decidual plate is tightly connected to the chorion. Chorion frondosum together with the decidua basalis will make up our future placenta. Decidua capsularis lies over the abembryonic pole. Decidua parietalis lines the uterine cavity other than the implantation site or site of attachment of the chorionic sac. Now come to the point, what is amniochorionic membrane? Fusion of the amnion and chorion to form amniochoriotic membrane obliterates the chorionic cavity. It is the membrane that ruptures during labor, which is known as breaking of water. During parturition, a membrane breaks down and the water, that means the amniotic fluid, comes out through the leakage. This is known as the amniochorionic membrane.